Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. We had a little bit of a hard drive malfunction today, lost a lot of our assets, but we're doing what we can to still keep with our production schedule, so you have to bear with me. Today we're playing Replicative Reflections, which is an Azorius-based Flicker deck using Orvar, the All-Form, with Flicker of Fate and Mystic Reflections to make what is seemingly an infinite number of copies of things like the Skyclave Apparition, Righteous Valkyrie, Master of the Winds, and even Prince Charming. Of course, we'll break down the deck, talk about each individual card's strengths, weaknesses, strategies, synergies, jump into the gameplay footage, visit the playlines and interactions, so you can be, the first-hand judge whether or not this is going to be the right deck for your wildcards. Of course, if you do find any value within today's video, please like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, families, MTG playgroups, and local game stores. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, Great Viking Games, and Into the AM. You can even download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant for free. Don't forget to take part in our 500,000 gem giveaway, free cash prize tournaments, monthly Artisan and Brawl format, 100 one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, and then $10 each video through Great Viking Games. We do a giveaway there too. So there's lots going on. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of. With that out of the way, again, thank you all for your attention. Starting the deck out with 2 copies of Light of Hope, instant speed, choose 1, gain 4 life, destroy target enchantment, or put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. This is just a little utility work here, and of course we love to destroy enchantments and survive combat interactions through the +1/+1, and even gaining 4 life, taking us to 27 is nice because we are using the Righteous Valkyrie, which we can talk about right now. 4 copies of this in deck as a 3-drop, a 2/4 with flying, and whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under our control, if we will gain life equal to that creature's power or its toughness. And then as long as you have 7 or more life than your starting total, creatures we control get +2/+2, which is nice. So we go wide with creatures, they all get stronger, hooray. And of course, we're making multiple copies of Righteous Valkyrie through stuff like Mystic Reflections. Of course, I think we talked about this already. Choose target non-legendary creature. The next time 1 or more creatures or planeswalkers enters the battlefield, this turn they enter as a copy of the chosen creature. Again, so we can choose Righteous Valkyrie, and then whenever something enters the battlefield from us next, it will be copies of the Righteous Valkyrie. And one thing we love to do there is Omen of the Sun. Flash for 3. When it enters play, create 2 1/1 white humans, and of course those 1/1 white humans are entering the battlefield at the same time, so they can be used within Mystic Reflections to become copies of anything. We can sacrifice the Omen later to scry 2 as well. With that out of the way, there is the Glasspool Mimic, which can copy as well as 0/0. It enters the battlefield, copies target creature we don't control. It's still Shapeshifter. That's also a land. Then, other than Righteous Valkyrie, we're copying Master of the Winds, a 1/4 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. And whenever we cast an instant or sorcery or wizard spell, we can change Master of Winds' base power and toughness from 4/1 to 1/4, which is quite nice. We have Orvar, the All-Form, making those copies, and every time we target something, copy of it. A 3/3 with Changeling. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets 1 or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents, which is amazing. And then whenever a spell or ability causes you to discard Orvar, create a token that's a copy of target permanent, which is great as well. So not only are we copying things organically, but we're also copying them or I guess artificially, but we're also doing it organically with Orvar, which is cool. So the Master of Winds is something we copy. Righteous Valkyrie is something that we copy. 4 copies of Prince Charming, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1, scry 2, gain 3 life, or exile target creature we own, and return it to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step, which is quite nice. So that combos well for the life gain, the scry, and the ETB effect of bouncing our other ETB effects like Master of Winds and Righteous Valkyrie. Getting that out of the way, there is the Skyclave Apparition. This is still a copyable creature, more defensively than offensively, but still go ahead and use it when you can. A 2/2, exile target creature or non-land permanent, I should say, with mana converted 4 or less that our opponent controls, and when it leaves, they get a blue illusion XX equal to that card's mana cost. Yada yada yada. Using Flicker of Fate, exile target creature or enchantment, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control. Again, this targets something for our Orvar, and it will flicker the ETB effects for us, which is great as well. So that's the list. There's some land in play here as well. General strategy and synergy is going to be really easy. You get Orvar in play, and then you start copying and bouncing things. For instance, Orvar in play, Flicker of Fate on your Righteous Valkyrie will create a token of Righteous Valkyrie and then bounce that other Valkyrie back into play. This is really, really good news. The same goes with, you know, all the creatures in our deck, the Master of Winds as well, and the Skyclave and Prince Charming even. So this comboed in on itself is amazing, just through the bounce effects, but then we could go further and use the ETB effects from Mystic Reflection on Omen of the Sun as well. Angelic Ascension, we didn't talk about this. Instant speed for 2, exile target creature or planeswalker its owner controls. Its owner creates a 4/4 with flying. You know, I'm running out of breath. So just, you know, more of the same, you guys. I am very busy and overwhelmed today, so you'll have to bear with me. Enjoy. I hope you guys have fun with this deck. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Support if you can, and we'll see you soon with our wrap-up thoughts. All right, no matter what happens, this is the last match. We have the land drops, so everything is fair game. Now let's just play against a mono red deck that rolls us. Oh no, sorry, mono white. Let me get my facts straight. LOL. So the scry is always most important. Wow. That's like some crazy BMs. I'm gonna out mono white this mono white deck. 3 Skyclave Apparitions opening hand is like a shuffler. No blocks. That will make them a spirit though when it leaves the battlefield, doesn't it? Oh no, that's really cool though. For us, because we get a 2-for-1. Say what? Getting the Spectral Steel and the little doggery do there. Steel goes to the grave, and they can actually exile that from the graveyard to return another target aura or equipment from the grave to their hand, which is cool. I mean, we could just take that, but then what's the second one take? So we may as well leave these there. Let's attack for 2. End our turn. Sure. 2/2. Now it's a 4/4 with first strike. Huh. I guess we'll take that damage. Let's grab an angel out of this prince. Take our turn. Oof, just a little bit late. We're gonna take that dub away, I guess. I mean, yeah, this is a terrible match to win, right? It's like we get hammered by top meta decks, and now it's like this limited deck. No offense, but who is playing dub? What card is this? 2/2 Knight? I don't understand, and I'm so sorry. Maybe we can just try to focus on making the combo pop instead of winning the match. 4/4 with Vigilance is still hitting us, actually. Oh, 6/5. Wow. Are we getting BM'd here? Whoa. So I think I will flicker the Skyclave, take Banishing Light, and then take this Sentinels or whatever they play here. This is fine for us. So essentially the same thing. We're not taking the chump block. We're interrupting the Banishing Light. Take their Sentinel Eyes, and now that's good for us. No attacks. Guide Mother can't compete with the Angel. And actually, they're down to 8 too, so they should be just as worried as us. They should block that, right? And our turn, we have the Castle Ardenvale to make a token to chump block that 3/3. Woof. Again, it doesn't have trample, it doesn't have flying. And then we can hit them on the return for quite a bit. Let's grab all that glitters. Good game, we finally get a win. I know I said that was the last match, but I'm so sorry. It has to be. Alright, last match. Mulligan. If it's not popping, we're not keeping it. Master can go. We really need a plains. Maybe this is a bad hand. The first hand was awkward too, though. And then I don't want to mulligan too many times. Yikes. This looks terrifying. I don't know how we've not pulled an island. Oh, sorry, plains. Maybe that's why I'm too focused on them. I mean, at least we're still hitting our land drops. We're not able to play anything until Master, which is so slow. Like, I would have liked to have already dropped Prince last turn or this turn. Our opponent is straight chillin'. Ooh, Esper. They paid life for that too, so they're holding up 3 mana here. We discard 2. Skyclave. Prince. Of course, we don't draw the land yet. Over to the side. Little did they know I don't need those white-based cards anyways. This looks like we might quickly be doing one more match after this. I cannot leave it with all losses. I've played this deck in the play queue. We went 6-0 with it. And, you know, the one day I've got other things to do. You know, we're just getting hammered in our first couple matches. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't have time. Gross. All right, one more match. Going first, I mean, the hand is there. It's definitely something. Looking for an Orvar. Orvar! Just imagine screaming that out late at night. It's like when you're looking for your cat. Orvar! Come here, Orvar! We have one. Maybe Maya's brother could be called Orvar. Yes. The 8-legged cat. Look out. It's gonna get you. And instead of claws, it's got little gums. Not all over its legs, but just like on the end where the claws would be. I wish our opponent would play something really cool. That would be great for us. Cultivate is ultra annoying. If we top deck a land, we might be in a good spot, but, you know, they're just gonna ultimatum and haha, very funny. Good joke, right? So we can't just sit here and play I want a combo. We have to actually be the aggressor. Let's foretell this over, because who can afford to pay 2 for that? What am I, a Rockefeller? I think I own mana mines. We should mine for mana. Instead of like drilling for oil, we should mine for mana. I don't know how we'd get it, if it would be like, what form does mana take? Is it like liquid? Is it like a vapor. Like, it's like an ethereal thing. Like, we can't quite... It's like not quite here. Or it's like molecular. It's just like molecular cloud. I would assume maybe it's just held within the land. That makes sense. It's like islands just have an inherent that. So this sucks like a lot. Guess I'll take out Valky and we can get our card back. It's kind of what happens when your opponent ramps and you brick. It's gap really spreads quite quickly. We'll get there though. I do have faith. Or not. I mean, it is kind of awkward, you know, always making new content and then only ever playing against, you know, the same 5 decks. Again, not the land we want. We could potentially Mimic, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'm sure. You know, I think just the 4/4 is decent. If they play anything good, you know, we can just basically clone it. Getting more land is great. Let's hit for 4. We have a real question to ask ourselves here. What do we want to do? Do we want to, like, double draw or double Valkyrie? Probably double draw, right? So we'll reflect onto the token, which they probably just have removed. Shoot. We should have known this, I guess. And I guess we still just take Master of Course. All of these are amazing cards to keep. I guess we toss Valkyrie maybe, right? And now watch them wipe the field. We won't have a creature. We should have tossed Flicker. Oh no, we should have also waited with Mystic Reflection because they would have been tapped and we could have copied their big time blast off. Absolutely brutal. I'm not sure we're getting around this. And I'm not sure that the Mystic Reflection on copy on Tybalt would have saved us much either. We still would have had to deal with this that we can't target.
How badly will you miss that?
Let's see if we can grab Elspeth Conquers Death. Do we even have that? No, we don't. What am I thinking? Land can go. Did we kill Tybalt? I guess, right? And then we just bounce. Master of Winds for more draw. Oh, and just because it re-enters, like, select an object to copy. What are you talking about? As far as discard goes, Omen. Hippolyta is Gonzo.
I won't forget.
And we are ready to really pop off with these masters. Can we survive, though? We could maybe copy Prince a whole bunch. That could be better than the draw because of the life gain. Right? Oh, we don't have enough mana. That's not good. We're one short. That is a bummer. We'll gain life here, I guess. Actually, let's grab this back in defensive mode. It's tapped right now. If we had one land, we could be holding up Flicker of Fate. Discard Orvar. I thought maybe we could get that other land, but nope. So they're going to take our Orvar, which is so sad, because right now would be a perfect time to bounce it and interrupt this. But I guess that's not going to pay out for us. They don't take it, so they must just destroy it. And they'd rather the ETB effect for their own uses, right? Yeah, totally. So, you know, we're going toe-to-toe. We're not folding. We survived the... I don't want to call it a Holocaust, but it's a terrible event. With what's in exile, of course. All the greatest cards go to exile when they're cast. The Emergent Ultimatum is just... it's silly good. It's, like, a little bit oppressive. Ooh, we lose our Master here. Doesn't matter, they win the game. Another land. Yikes. I don't think this matters. We can exile the original copy. Right, just do a little shenaniganzos here. And unfortunately this is a token copy, so we can't do that yet. We'll have to end our turn, bring that back, gain some life, I guess, doesn't matter. And then we hold one up again. It's kind of silly. We just get hit for lethal anyways if they have an instant or sorcery. And then the blocking here is super awkward as well. Good game. Let's show ourselves out. And we'll try one more match to get the deck to pop. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to bang my head against the wall. It is what it is. Going first looks fine. You know, I would love to copy this Righteous Valkyrie, but I can't risk not drawing a land. Well, actually we can until turn 2. Because if we top deck a land, then the Mimic becomes very nice on top of the Valkyrie. But again, if we don't top deck the land, then we really... oh, we do. Wow. Okay. What a time to be alive. So this is going to be Yorion Doom. Spur variety, I'm sure. So we know there's lots of removal. Should we just take their draw engine? Just like, that belongs to me now? Because they're going to remove this. And get the scry. Let's try it. I mean, at a certain point, we can't always be scared of removal. We do have to just go for it. So hopefully they're going to spend their time looking for land instead of removal. Scry to the top so they find it regardless. Land in play. Their own Skyclave Apparition. Soul Shatter. Right? Okay. Bummer. Land off the top. 1 island, please. Negative. I do like holding a bit of a field presence. Scry 3 here is most beneficial. Angelic Ascension is really nice, but I think it's a little slow for what we need. We could Omen end step and then Angel the next end step potentially, or do them both end step, but that it's really not our role to be the aggressor yet. We want to just build value. And this is not going to do it for us. So we also have to main phase Omen here, basically. Or just ignore everything. This way they'll take our flicker instead of Omen. They probably have removal as well, which is unfortunate. I just want to pop. I want to pop off. The land there's quite entertaining. We don't get to use it yet, but next turn. They take Flicker or Omen. I'm sure it will be Flicker. They're running Yorion, so they know the power of that effect. Oh, really? No, wow. Taking Omen. And then they'll just remove all the creatures. So there's Doom Foretold. Do you remember when we bottomed our Light of Hope? Just moments earlier. So I'm gonna bounce this. I just want the draw. Of course, we do have to sacrifice it, which is unfortunate, but... Let's do it again. Just getting as much value as we can before we have to sack it. It would be cool if we could get Doom to resolve before it came back into play. That would be amazing. We'll toss the Enlightenment. They'll have to sacrifice their tome here. Or do they actually get to select their nightmare? Nice. Good for them. We don't lose our graveyard, that means. Doom Foretold on us. We toss the land. Submit 1. Master of Winds back in play. We should have kept the land. And then we could have copied Master of Winds. What a life that would have been. Could you imagine? Could you just imagine, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get one land in tapped. I don't want to lose Master or Glasspool Mimic, really. It would be fun to hold on to them both. But if we're at 7, we can cast them both, which is maybe more beneficial. We could have cast both Glasspool Mimics on the first, but that requires the first to remain in play, which is unlikely. It's just an awkward matchup, right? They've got lots of removal, and you know, that's not really what we want to see. Seems like it should be an easy block for us. I'm not sure how they deal 2 damage. Are they really running Mire's Grasp? Seems so awkward. They are. Wow. Weird. You're weird. Precious Blessing, okay. That's more like them. They've plenty of life. Plus the tome as well. Further life gain for them. They can bounce Blessing with Yorion too, which is straight groovy. I'm tempted. But the draw is so powerful. Right? The draw is more powerful than double Valkyries because there's tons of removal there, so let's at least gain as much value as we can through our plays. It's not like we're going to aggro them out. I'm sure they have 2 single target removal spells at the very least. If not a field wipe. Of course, they're Yorion deck, so they've got plenty of ammunition at the ready. Orvar in hand, which is a key component to us winning. Looking for things like Flicker, Light of Hope, Mystic Reflection, Angelic Ascension. There's a couple goodies in here we can make work. They have 5 available mana. Is that discard a card? It is. Huh. Heard. I do like the flyers and the nice amount of defense because Prince Charming dies to things like Mire's Grasp, unfortunately. Whereas the Righteous Valkyrie survives it. So that could be our best bet, and they get doomed to sack the Blessing. Good for them. We lose Master. No, Master! It's too bad we can't make an Ardenvale token. It does have to be non-token that we sack. 3-0 first. Orvar in play. We gain 3 life. And of course this is a wizard as well. So we can change our power and toughness. We may as well just take a hit. Just take a hit, bruh. Oh, itsy bitsy. Technically, we're winning the match. It does not feel that way, though. So they lose Blessing. They have 7 available mana, 5 cards in hand, plus Yorion. Yikes. This is still a match somehow. Orvar's gone. And that's why we liked the Valkyrie and the Master. Oh, and then they kill the Valkyrie here. Dog. Do they have anything to bring back? The Myers, or the acquisition expert. Hit for 3. Unpleasant. They can bounce Elspeth with Yorion too to take Master. Savage AF. And of course we just have to sacrifice it anyways. Oh! I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a very good game and back out because I just want to showcase the deck. I don't want to grind my face against the gravel. Oh. Alrighty, so the deck didn't work out for us in the regular queue, but in the play queue we absolutely smashed home with it. It is what it is. It's kind of a meme deck, and unfortunately I don't have time to hunt those good matches for you guys today to really represent the deck, and unfortunately that's just one of the side effects to my crazy content schedule. So bear with me, and in the coming days we'll get some good decks for you. We'll probably even continue to replay and fine-tune this deck as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Support the channel if you can. Have a magical day. Check out another video, and we'll see you soon.